Okay, we're going to make a video going over the calibration of the Taylor TE100 bagging scale. This scale has the older style of controls on it, so this video would be for baggers that still have this style of control panel on it. The newer ones have a smaller blue box that sits about here. These can be upgraded at the factory with the newer control panel on it. But I wanted to make a video. We had to calibrate this unit before we made the video of it bagging, and I wanted to make a video showing how to do that with the older style controls. You can find the calibration procedure in the manual, but I wanted to make a video going over each step. You want to start with zeroing the bagger. You can use this dial here to zero it, and turning it to 0 on your readout there. Then in the manual it recommends that you hang a wire through these holes here on the bottom of the spout in the center. Hang a wire that is strong enough to support the weight that you will be zeroing it with. Ideally, you want a weight hanging on it that is close to what you're going to be bagging. For instance, if you're bagging a 50-pound bag, you want to get as close as you can to 50 pounds to calibrate the scale with. So you would need to have a wire strong enough to support 50 pounds. You would then re-zero your scale with the wire hanging on it. You would then hang your test weight with the wire onto the end of the spout. And if the readout shows the weight of your test weight, the unit is calibrated and you don't need to do anything more. If the display reading is only slightly different than the test weight, try using the weight trim pot to adjust the display reading to match the test weight. Inside the circuit board, you can find the weight trim adjustment screw right here. It is next to these 4 switches. If it's just slightly off, you can turn this either clockwise or counterclockwise to match the test weight. If it is way off, the manual talks about this, you will have to use these switches here to get it dialed in closer. Refer to the manual if it is way off and you have to use these switches here. These switches are called your coarse weight gain switches, and the manual goes over adjusting them. Once you have adjusted this weight trim potentiometer to match your test weight, try filling up one of the bags and checking it with a secondary scale to see if the weight matches the readout on your scale. One trick that really helped me hang the weight that I needed on the end of the spout was getting a heavy-duty tool bag, filling it up to 50.5 pounds. I used my secondary scale to make sure I had the bag filled to the right weight, and then I hung it on the end of the spout here, and then, like I said, I adjusted the weight trim potentiometer until it matched 50.5 pounds on the readout. This concludes the video on calibrating the TE100 bagging scale with the older control panel.